Shalom, Boker Tov. Good morning, dear friends.
שלום ובוקר טוב, חברות יקרות וחברים יקרים. First of all, I would like really to introduce our team and our friends that are here with us. So, first of all, let's tell good morning to Mayan, our moderator, and to Susanna Yashar Kel, to the greatest of the generation, Clarence, our support team, Engineer Zhenya Nirstein, and definitely my best colleague and a long-term friend, Sergei Dondish.
Ernest.
Yep. So,
Ernest, our last lesson, if you remember, was about Hebrew numbers, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so if we continue today with the Hebrew numbers, I think we need to call our lesson not Shiur Ivrit, but Shiur Cheshbon. You know what Cheshbon is? Shiur Cheshbon. It looks like a math.
Oh, yeah. No, as you know, in the Hebrew actually the word cheshbon. Cheshbon means it's a calculation or accounting, and it's very important Kabbalah. As you know, Kabbalah studies, we know everything is numbers and everything is connected together, as you remember. So, you know what? Let's maybe have a look at the first pictures.
Asav Cheshbon.
Yeah,
okay,
Cheshbon.
The first word of today. Then can you show the picture, please? Yeah. So we got a Cheshbon. Okay. I don't want to explain the whole process, but as you can see, this is a kli with a screen, direct light, returning light, and this part, we usually don't show this part, but this arrow is calculation. That's what we see. That's what we do actually before we receive the light. Okay? We make a calculation how much light we can receive with intention to give. And that's what we call cheshbon. Shady, can you show the picture again? And that's what we have. Chaf, chet, shin, bet, vav, venun sofit. We call it cheshbon. Now, Ernest, about the numbers, as far as I know, the wisdom of Kabbalah is about correction, right?
The whole idea.
Okay, the whole idea. Today we want to start with correction again. So our problem with the lesson number 8 was technical again, so we lose 2 files. So we're going to get back to Hebrew numbers from 11 to 19. Okay? Unfortunately, 2 pictures disappeared. So we were focused on what? On 15, right?
Yeah, okay,
so
definitely.
Show this.
So we are going actually to focus on the Hebrew number 15. And we completely forgot also about the number 16, but we are going to explain it once again today. So let's have a look what we can see on the board. On the board we can see at the moment, okay, the what is called 15. Okay, you can please have a look on the number 15 and number 16. If you try to see, okay, this both number 15 and 16 are actually, it's a combination of the 4 letters of the name of the Creator, Yud, Hey, Vav, Hey. Since we studied already in the last lesson, okay, that we are not allowed to use this combination nowhere, so we studied already that the number 15, okay, we are going to replace the Yud, K with Tet, Vav. Tet, value of 9, Vav, value of 6, altogether is 15.
Yeah, that's what we learned.
Correct.
So, can we really use Yud Vav for 16?
No, definitely,
okay,
definitely no. And I might say
and that's the picture which disappeared, right?
Yes, correct.
Definitely no. We need.
Yes, we skipped it last time, but we are repeating once again because we want to be just 100% accurate. So once again, same rules apply for Yud Vav for number 16 also. Okay, as we mentioned, okay, it's the name of the Creator, Yud, K, Vav, Hey, so it will be a combination of Yud, Vav also. And this Yud, Vav also, we are going to make the same formula or similar one to 15. So instead of Tet, Vav, 9 and 6, Yud, Vav will be 9 and 7, total 16. So
Next
it will
picture.
be Tet, Zayin. So please have a look on the left circle okay, Tet Zayin, value 16, same principle like with the value 15, and these are actually the two numbers that we are using a different combination, not the name of the creator. So just to correct this point, that will be clear for everybody, and hopefully if you have any other questions or clarification, I think that is relatively clear. It's self-explanatory.
So I hope the files for the lesson number 8 were correct, but you didn't explain it correctly, right?
Correct.
So, okay, the correction of this one is done.
Beautiful.
Right?
Okay.
So and not to finish with numbers, and not to call our lesson as a shiur cheshbon, we're just gonna go over 20, from 20 until 100. It will be helpful, and that's it with numbers, right?
It's amazing today because we have today a connection with the whole world. Okay, that is not only connection, donation that also. So great opportunity to start with the numbers.
Now, from 20 to 100. 20.
It's called Esrim.
30.
30 called Shloshim.
40.
40 called Arbaim.
50.
Called Chamishim.
60.
Called Shishim.
70.
Called Shivim.
80.
Called Shmonim.
90.
Called Tishim.
100.
Called 100 or Mea.
Okay, so it's very, actually it's not that complicated. Esrim is something special. Eser is 10. Esrim is 20. Okay, the rest is very simple. Shalosh, 3. Shloshim, 30. Arba, 4. Arbaim, 40. Chamesh, 5. Chamishim, 50. The same with 6. Shesh, Shishim. 70. Sheva, Shivim. 8. Shmone, Shmonim. 9. Teisha, Tishim.
Correct.
Mea is something special. Mea, 100.
Correct.
So I think it's clear enough and it's not complicated.
Yep.
So after the number 20 to 100, we just want to practice a little bit. Okay? So how do we combine like 20 and 5?
Yeah.
What is that? Very simple.
Correct. Just combine them together.
25. What is? Esrim ve-chamesh.
Correct.
37.
It will be Shloshim ve-sheva. 30 and 7.
72. Shivim ve-shtayim. Shivim ve-shtayim. So we add to 72, Shivim ve-shtayim. And 91.
91, it will be Tishim ve-echad. Tishim is 90, ve and echad is 1. So the same formula.
All right. Okay. So we finished up with numbers today. Yeah. And let's ask our moderator. Maybe we have something from the beginning. No questions?
Not at this point.
Not at this point. Not about numbers. Okay.
No, probably calculation, everybody knows. Take the calculator and just make it. Huh?
Ernest.
Yes.
Your favorite part now, the grammar. Okay?
Chavarim and Chavarot, it's a while ago that I'm just promising as usual, and finally we came to the point to touch a bit the grammar. Today we are going to learn more about the dagesh. Dagesh is what is called the dot, okay? But it's not a regular dagesh. If you remember, we have several letters, okay, that can sound differently with or without the dagesh, with or without the dot. Okay, and we have 3 examples that we studied them already.
Yeah, we're going to repeat what we learned already.
Yes.
So far, okay?
Definitely.
So you, for sure, you remember those 3 letters.
100%.
100%.
Yeah.
Okay?
Because probably you have a much better memory than mine. Okay, so...
Okay, let's go over.
Okay, so we have 3
how
typical...
How do you call this dagesh? That dot.
Dagesh dot, it can be called like a light dot, or dagesh kal in Hebrew. Okay, dagesh kal, a light dot. Okay?
Let's remind our friends. Okay,
correct.
The first is what? Bet?
So the first letter will be bet, okay, with the dot, and will be vet without the dot. Okay? The middlest letter with the dot from the right will be kaf. Without the dot in the left will be chaf. At the bottom, at the right, we have the letter pei with the dot. And without the dot, it will be called fei. Okay? Like Fei Dunaway.
Okay. So, but you said we have 3 other letters, right?
Correct.
Which we can use with dagesh kal.
Correct.
And now it's up to you to explain. So,
No.
do we change the sound as well of 3 of those? So, 3 of those can be used with dagesh kal.
That's correct.
Okay, so
Okay, once again, by the structure of the Hebrew alphabet and the Hebrew grammar, we have actually on the total 6 letters. They are having or have the eligibility to have the dagesh kal, the light dot. Okay, it's called like these 6 letters. We can see it, okay, exactly like on the screen. So it will be top to bottom, okay, on the right side. So it will be bet, second chaf, pay the third one. Underneath the line will be gimel, in the middle dalet, and the bottom one will be taf. So, okay, for the short form, it can be called like beget kefet, but it doesn't matter at all. Once again, 6 letters in the Hebrew alphabet, they're eligible to put, or it's even mandatory to put, the dagesh kal. Okay, and this dagesh kal laidot is given at the beginning of the word. If you remember, we are actually studying Hebrew, and we are writing from right to left. Okay, so in these 6 letters, bet, gimel, dalet, chaf, pei, and taf. Okay, we are going to put a light dot if this letter will appear as the first letter in the word. Okay.
Ernest, I have a question. So,
yes, please.
3 top letters, we change the sound, right?
Correct.
How about gimel, dalet, and tav? Do we change the sound?
No, it's the bottom one. They remain exactly the same. Okay, please have a look. Really, the 3 letters and the top. Okay, the sound of the letter will change as a result of the light dot. At the bottom, what we have the gimel, dalet, and taf, the sound does not change. Okay, it remains exactly, we will be writing exactly the same. Okay, but the sound will not be changed. That's correct. Thanks.
So just one tip. The sound of tav is changed in Ashkenazi type of Hebrew. Ashkenazi type is a Hebrew which is used in Europe. I give you an example.
Yes, or in Yiddish.
Instead of Shabbat, if we don't have dagesh,
it will be Shabbos.
It will be Shabbos.
Okay.
Probably you heard about that.
Yes.
Okay, that's everything.
Just for information only.
Mm-hmm. So what is the word kal?
Okay, so once again, if you already use the word kal, what is called like kal is the meaning of it. The word kal, okay, it has a meaning. It's a light, weak, or easy. Okay, easy to learn. And definitely it has an opposite, as we study in Kabbalah. We are going from, okay, to opposite side, to the heavy. Heavy, it's called kaved. Okay,
so in order to understand this, we want to show us the next picture. What that's the example.
To illustrate it much easier.
I think it will be clear enough.
That is not promotion for the weight loss or weight watch or something like that. It's just a simple illustration to understand what we are talking about.
Okay, kal is light, is kuf lam.
Correct.
Kaved is heavy.
Yeah.
Kaved is kaf, bet, dalet. Kaved. Okay, for dagesh, we don't use the word dagesh kaved.
Correct.
Okay, we use dagesh chazak.
Yeah.
Kaved, chazak, so the same group, right?
Correct.
So we use this.
You see, we are using the muscle one.
The muscle one. We use dagesh kal and dagesh chazak. And then it's time to move to dagesh chazak. What is that?
Okay, so if we already explained actually the light dot, let's explain the dagesh chazak, what is called the strong dagesh chazak. It's actually may be placed in almost any letter that indicated the doubling of that letter in pronunciation. Very important to know that initially the dagesh chazak, okay, it will be a part of the root letter, okay, and mostly it will be part of the middlest letter of the 3 root letters. So if you remember, in the Hebrew language, okay, vast majority of the words, they have 3 root letters. So 99% of the cases, okay, the dagesh chazak, it shows a duplication, okay, and it will be shown in the middlest letter out of the 3 root letters.
Okay. Ernest, isn't it too fast today, huh? What do you think? Let's show the example with this one.
Yes.
Jenny, can you show the picture again?
Yes,
okay. That example will give us a better picture. Okay. Shabbat. You see Shabbat, bet with dagesh, we call it chazak, and we pronounce it a little bit differently. We pronounce it Shabbat.
Yeah.
B. Shabbat.
Correct.
Okay. That's what dagesh chazak is about.
Yes, you have to underline it.
Yeah, you underline it. So we give you another example, and then you will understand better, okay, the word which we know.
Shabbat is Saturday. Okay,
Oh, Shabbat, everyone knows Shabbat is.
We already studied about it.
Now we know what tzaddik is.
Yeah,
right?
tzaddik
Another
is
example.
righteous.
The dagesh chazak with dalet, tzaddik.
Correct.
So we like highlight dalet.
Dalet,
We
correct.
pronounce it like tzaddik.
Correct.
Tzaddik.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Okay. So that's it. Easy enough.
Yeah, and the tzaddik
So-
is righteous. Okay, we already mentioned it once.
Okay, Ernest, I want to ask our moderator again.
Sure.
Maybe questions, maybe some messages too fast.
I have one. Well, many people say hi, but there's
Hello.
one question from Deborah,
Deborah.
who was asking to explain the difference between the Shabbat and Shabbos pronunciation. Why and how did this evolve, and what does it signify today?
Okay, it's about Hebrew and Yiddish, okay?
No, you want to talk about it?
Oh, okay.
Go
So
for it.
quickly, so in Europe, Jewish people who spoke Yiddish, so they slightly made the Hebrew close to the Yiddish pronunciation. So Shabbat and Shabbos is just simply it's Ashkenazi form. Tav without the dagesh chazak.
Correct.
So a lot of words which in Hebrew end up with tav.
Correct.
Tav in Ashkenazi and in Yiddish also they end up with s. I give you another example: Sukkot. Sukkot, which
That's
we
a
call
very last
Sukkos in Ashkenazi or Sukkes in Yiddish.
Correct.
Okay, and many other examples. I think this is clear enough.
I think for this moment we will definitely to think about it. If there will be more questions and more clarifications, if you remember today we are on lesson 9 and next week we will have the lesson 10 to conclude the session. Okay, we will definitely will consider something more deeper, more information, but down the road later on somewhere from October probably. Okay, but at the moment I think for this point it should be reasonable.
Okay. Ernest, today's lesson will be dedicated to one of the most important Kabbalistic sentences. And the sentence is
Ve'ahavta lereacha kamocha. This sentence, I think everybody knows it already.
Kamocha.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think we need to translate this. Everything is written down. Ve'ahavta lereacha kamocha.
Okay, so the meaning of it, love your neighbor as yourself. Okay, that actually, if you remember, okay, that will be most important Kabbalistic sentence, and it was a major rule of the Torah, okay, discovered by Rabbi Akiva, which is Ve'ahavta lereacha kamocha. What we can see by actually on the screen, that is the sentence. So let's just go through briefly on the letters, right to left, Ve'ahavta, it will be Vav, Aleph, Hey, Bet, Taf, Lereacha, it will be Lamed, Reish, Ain, Chaf, and Kamocha, the left word, will be Chaf, Mem, Vav, Chaf Sofit.
Okay, but Chaverim Yakarim, it will not be that fast today. So there are a lot of things to learn about Ve'ahavta lereacha kamocha. So we're gonna explain you that sentence and much more, word by word. Okay?
Correct.
So let's start with Ve'ahavta.
Okay.
Ve'ahavta is the first one.
Okay, so let's have a look what we can see on the screen. Okay, once again, a very interesting combination that we are able to see. Okay, first of all, we see the word Ve'ahavta. Okay, very nice combination of the letters and the colors. We have red and we have green and we have black. Everything is together. Okay, and Ve'ahavta actually is three middle letters in green: Aleph, Hey, and Bet. That are actually the root letters. Okay, of the verb lehov, to love. Okay, so once again, Aleph, Hey, and Bet in green. They are the three root letters of the verb lehov, to love. And we can see actually that the form, how it's actually structured, is the form of the past tense. Okay, like loved. Okay, Ve'ahavta. Like for some, this is
That's
the
the first question. But
Correct.
the first question is about Vav. As we remember, Vav is connecting two words, like and. Ata ve'ani, ani ve'ata.
Ata, correct.
But
That's
we
a
have
connection.
only one here, Ve'ahavta. So why do we have Vav at the beginning?
See, the vav is actually, it's a connecting letter. Okay, usually playing the role of and. You and me, atavani. So we need at least two words to connect. Okay, so will be the question, why need this vav at the beginning? Okay.
Yeah, that's the first question.
Yeah.
Another question, so you said it's a past. Loved.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
Ahav, ve'ahavta. So
Correct.
we need to translate it. You and you loved.
Correct.
Does it make any sense?
Because it's a combination.
Okay.
It's a combination. That exactly we have the vav you see on red at the beginning of the word. Okay, and that is actually it's a combination of love and combination of you. You love. Ve'ahavta. You loved. Okay. So it's a combination of like a person. Okay, with an activity, with an action. So that is a combination.
There is another explanation. So we learn Kabbalistic Hebrew, or Hebrew of Torah.
Correct.
So here's a trick, which a few months ago I didn't know about that. So ahavta is in the past. In Kabbalah and also Book of Torah, okay, if we add vav, we invert
from the future
to the past,
Correct.
vice versa.
Correct.
If we add vav, we invert from past to the future. Okay, so we never use that combination in modern Hebrew,
That's
but
correct.
in Kabbalah and the Book of Torah we do. So we should read ve'ahavta, not and you loved.
Correct.
Love in the future. Ve'ahavta, love in the future.
I would like once again to remind you, if you have the opportunity and the time, to go through once again on the letter Vav, when we studied in one of the previous lessons, and try to see that what is the meaning of Vav. Actually, we had a very interesting lesson this week. Okay, Rav Lightman mentioned, okay, clearly, okay, spoke about explicitly on the letter Vav as a combination of the light and how actually how the light is penetrates into. Okay, so we have to see it from the Cholam, Shuruk, and Chirik, and if we are going to go through and the letter Vav, it will be refreshed for you the whole connection of the letter Vav to the whole study of the Kabbalah.
Okay. We spent enough time on ve'ahavta.
Correct.
So let's move to
the next.
Lereacha.
Lereacha.
Okay. What is rea?
Rea actually, it can be considered as a neighbor, okay, neighbor, or even some certain up to a friend also. Okay, so Rea is a neighbor. We can see it simple like okay, Reish Ain, right to left in red, and underneath Lereacha. It's actually, we can see it, it's a combination. Okay, rea of the neighbor, of your friend, okay, and le reacha, okay, with or to your friend.
What kind of song do we remember with the rea? Huh? Do you remember? Le manachai vereai. Stop here.
Yeah.
Le reai.
I cannot stop, I will continue.
No, don't, please.
No, I don't remember.
Le manachai vereai, your neighbor, my neighbors.
Yeah.
My friends, okay?
But listen, we are one, so what is the difference? Your neighbor, my neighbor, our neighbor, all of us, we all together are neighbors, right?
We explained about Rea.
Yeah.
Okay, Rea is a neighbor or friend, right?
Correct.
So, Lereacha. Lereacha. Okay, cha, half sofit. So let's focus on this.
Definitely.
What is Lereacha? What does it mean, cha?
Definitely. Please have a look, actually. Just focus or concentrate on the blue letter half sofit in the left side, okay, with the kamatz underneath. So the meaning of it, the half sofit we read as cha, for men, okay, and ach, okay, or ech for lady. In both cases, it means your. Okay, I make sure that
I want to remind something.
Please, sure.
We learned first lesson. Ma shimcha.
Correct.
What's your name?
Yes.
Ma shmech. What's your name, lady?
Name, yes,
right?
for lady.
Okay, that's a good example.
Correct.
That's what half sofit is about. So
100%.
let's give another example. Huh?
Sure.
Okay.
Only one. We have thousands.
We have two more. Okay.
Okay.
Ernest, ishtecha.
Correct.
Isha
Correct.
is a wife.
Correct. I suppose.
Your wife.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct.
About husband?
Husband will be ba'alech. It will be your husband.
Okay.
Okay? And please pay attention for the dots, okay? In the top top, when we have ishtecha, your wife or your spouse, okay, we can see that we have a kamatz underneath the chaf sofit, the blue letter at the left. Here at the bottom, when we are talking about the female, okay, ba'alech, it will be your husband, okay, have a look that the dot is different. It's not underneath the chaf, it's underneath the lamed. Okay, so it makes a difference. You can see it immediately. Okay?
Let's make up the short dialogue, Ernest.
Sure.
Okay, Ernest.
Yeah.
מה שלום אשתך?
אשתי בסדר, תודה. Yeah, okay, so my wife is okay, thank you.
So I ask, how is your wife doing?
Yeah, מה שלום אשתך, סרגי?
גם אשתי היא בסדר, גם אשתי היא בסדר. אשתי, אשתך. אשתי means my wife, אשתך, your wife. I think it is clear enough,
yeah,
right?
Yeah, I hope so. It will be one example.
Okay, so we finished up with lereacha.
Correct.
So lereacha is your neighbor.
Correct.
Okay, so we finish up with this, and I still would like to ask our moderator. So, is that too fast, moderator?
I got nothing for you guys. I'm sorry.
No question.
But I would like to add that Alex Kronstein just showed up. Okay, raise your hand. Okay, just show up and joined our forces today also. Okay, welcome. Good morning. So,
Okay. Now, ve'ahavta, so we spend enough time on two words. Ve'ahavta,
Lerecha.
lireacha.
And now we are going to continue to complete the sentence with the word kamocha. Kamocha, first of the list, we will express like as, okay? Like as. Kamocha, ekmo ata, or kmo otcha. Like you, or like as. So it will become like smile like you, or smile like you, or something similar. Kmo, it's like. Similar
Let's
to.
see the picture
Yeah.
first. Okay? Big enough? Okay. So, important word actually, kmo. We use in Hebrew
Yes. Like
as like in English. Okay? So, kmo, kamocha, like you, as yourself. In Hebrew, we use that kamocha a lot. So, let's see. Ernest,
Yeah.
I would like to say ein kamocha.
No, really, it's a joke.
It's not a joke because Ernest, ein kamocha means there's no one like you. Ein kamocha.
Lucky me.
Yeah. If we want to give a pleasure to someone, just
100%.
write it down. Very important sentence.
No questions.
So, someone is bringing you a lot of pleasure, okay? And one sentence you can see, word. Ein kamocha. Ein kamocha. No one else like you.
Just to be clear, my friend Sergey doesn't mean me. Okay, I'm the big troublemaker also.
I do, because we
just to
love
be clear
each
for
other.
everybody.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ernest, I was right. So,
You are always right,
kamocha, like you. So we can use this word daily, actually. Ein kamocha.
Correct.
Okay? So let's go back to our sentence. Ein kamocha.
Okay, so we are going to actually to put together all the three words. That will be very interesting to see what we put together. What we are cooking today. Have a look.
That's it. So we got ve'ahavta lerecha kamocha.
Yeah.
Okay? And we already asked moderator no questions.
Yeah.
But do you remember how we start our lesson? What do we hear?
Yeah.
So we hear the song. Stop playing.
Yes,
Stop
doing very
here,
good job.
okay? So we have a little surprise today.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Today we're going to sing that song together. Okay? Yes. I'm not kidding. Yeah.
I know that you are serious. I am not.
No, because before we start singing, but only the last part, right? Where we go pismon, right?
Okay, good,
pismon in Hebrew.
good.
Okay, we need to learn something else, right?
Sure.
There are 4 lines. We have 4 sentences. 2 of them are the same. So let's show the whole part here.
Yes, let's go through it.
Opa.
It's a great opportunity. Wow.
Oh, I think it's good enough.
Looks professional.
Maybe like this or bigger.
If you can make, you know what? Oh, that is good.
That is good.
That perfecto.
Okay, Ernest.
Yes, I would like actually to go through with you. That is actually the song that everybody knows. I cannot foresee or don't know that somebody will not know it or will not remember. But if actually you are joining us the first time, okay, or by chance and drop by, you didn't have nothing else to do, like on Sunday morning, okay, and join us, okay, will be a great opportunity to study with us. But don't study, just feel us. Let's go through what is the meaning of it, because that is a song about feeling and about friends, about neighbors, really about love. Let's go through it together. Okay.
Let's read it first.
Please. So, Ve'ahavta lereacha kamocha. Okay, that will be the top sentence. I'm going just to repeat once again, will be clear for everybody. Right to left will be letter Vav, Aleph, Hey, Bet, Taf. Middlest word, Lamed, Reish, Ain, Chaf. Left word, Chaf, Mem, Vav, Chaf Sofit.
I want to read the second one. Klal achi chashuv batorah, which means the most important principle of Torah. We're going to learn about this in details. Don't think we are too fast today.
Correct.
Okay?
Yes. So, and I would like
third
actually once again, just to, in green, we have the second sentence, just shortly the letters, right to left. It will be Chaf, Lamed, Lamed, Hey, Chaf, Yod, Het, Shin, Vav, Bet, Bet, Taf, Vav, Reish, Hey. That's all.
So the most important principle of Torah, right?
Correct.
Klal achi chashuv batorah. The third one is the same.
Okay, the third one will be exactly as the top sentence, as one duplicate, one to one. Okay, so we will save this time for this time. Okay, and
the last one.
Yeah.
Gam batov vegam bara. So what is gam?
Gam is also.
Yeah, we learn about gam.
Yes. Okay.
Ata beseder. Okay.
Gam ani beseder.
Gam ani beseder.
Yes.
Ani beseder, gam ata beseder.
Yeah.
Gam. Gam we learn. So tov vera. I don't remember whether we learned or not.
Tov is good.
Okay,
yes.
but we're gonna go over. Tov is good. And ra is bad.
We mentioned that during the letters when we taught the Reish. Okay? Rava was mentioned once. Yeah. Okay. So once again, just if you can show Shenya once again, the bottom sentence in green, it will be right to left, Gimel Mem Sofit, Bet Tet Vav Bet, Vav Gimel Mem Sofit, Bet Reish Ein. Okay, so
as I promised, we're going to learn about each individual one in details. So the second one is
Klal Hachi Chashuv Batorah.
Hachi Chashuv Batorah. The first word here is the word Klal.
Klal, it's a rule. Okay?
Okay, Klal. Let's see how Klal looks like.
A principle.
Klal means all, the first meaning.
Correct.
Right? The second meaning is general.
General.
Okay?
Klali, general, correct.
All in general is one meaning, and principle is another one.
Yeah, or rule.
Klal, principle, or rule.
Yeah, rule.
Okay?
Yeah.
So this is Klal, and how do we use it in modern Hebrew?
Modern Hebrew, like Bederach Klal.
Yeah. So just remember this. Okay? Usually, if you want to say in Hebrew, usually use the combination Bederach Klal. Bederach Klal, usually.
Yep, that's correct.
Bederach Klal.
Yeah.
What is usually?
Usually, if I want to tell something that's something like a regular habit or something common, a common standard to practice, okay?
So let's make up a short dialogue.
Yes, of course.
Ernest. Babayit. At home. Babayit.
Can.
אתה מדבר עברית?
כן. בדרך כלל אני מדבר עברית.
בדרך כלל Ernest speaks Hebrew.
Yeah,
usually at home Ernest speaks Hebrew. בדרך כלל אתה מדבר עברית.
נכון.
אוקיי.
Right.
ואני בדרך כלל בבית אני מדבר רוסית.
Good for you.
אני מדבר רוסית. What can I do? Okay. So I think it's clear enough.
Yes, so, yeah, I think that we can...
No, the two last.
Yeah.
Achi chashuv. We better to put them together.
Correct.
Okay, let's see the picture. Achi chashuv. Klal achi chashuv.
Okay.
Let's make it bigger.
Beautiful. Make it bigger. Center it. Nice.
Achi. Achi the most.
Most important
Yeah.
even.
Achi, if you want to like show that this is the most, so use the word achi. And chashuv, what is
Chashuv
chashuv?
is important. Important. I think that a lot of you will remember that Rav is mentioning all the time. Chashivut hamatara, the importance of the goal.
Yeah.
Okay, so chashuv is important. Okay, and once again, the three root letters, it comes from the infinitive for lachshov, to think about. Okay, so how you are able to put actually the chashivut hamatara, put what is called importance of the goal, just by thinking all the times on the goal. So that put you actually the importance of it.
We want to give you a few examples with achi. How we use achi. If you want to say the biggest, that would be
Will be hachi gadol.
achi gadol. Gadol is a big.
Correct.
Achi gadol is the biggest. Biggest.
Correct.
That's what we can say about
Right.
that.
Correct.
Achi
Hachi
gadol.
gadol.
Okay.
Hachi gadol. Friend hachi gadol.
Okay. Tov, as we know, Tov is good. If we want to say the best, so we should say Achi Tov.
Right.
Achi
Hachi
Tov,
tov.
the best.
The best of the best.
And the last one is a sentence from the song.
Yeah, importance.
Achi Chashuv. Chashuv is Chashuv.
It's important.
Achi Chashuv, the most important.
Correct.
Right? So we have Achi Gadol, Achi Tov, Achi Chashuv.
Yeah, no, definitely. We can see that the most important. We just want to remind you another that we had to the root chashuv. What is called is we mentioned the chashivut hamatara, as we mentioned before. That's actually the importance of the goal. Okay.
Okay, now I don't think we need to translate Achi Chashuv Batorah.
Torah, it's in the Torah,
Batorah
definitely.
in Torah.
In the Torah, yeah.
So, Klal Achi Chashuv Batorah. The principle, the most important principle, Batorah in Torah.
Correct.
So, I think the second sentence is clear enough. However, I want to ask our moderator again. Maybe we got some questions.
We have one question from Jim from Washington, who is asking, what is the triangle between beneath kaf? He didn't indicate where. I think it might be the kamatz that he's referring to, but he's asking what is the triangle beneath kaf?
Triangle. I don't think it is triangle. It's maybe it's kamatz.
Kamatz,
Explain about kamatz.
Because
It's not
he's-
triangle.
yeah.
Okay.
Just okay. Regarding the thoughts, just to have an idea, I think they mentioned it at the beginning somewhere. Okay, but regardless, if we are talking about what is called, what I call it, the half plus. Okay, that we have like a horizontal line and the vertical line. Actually, that shows like a T. Okay, like a small T. That will be the kamatz. Okay, the kamatz actually sounds like exactly similar like patach. Patach and kamatz will sound exactly the same. Only one difference that the kamatz actually it's much stronger. Okay, that has will give like a stronger value or emphasize or underline it. That will be the one difference. For the pronunciation point of view, it will be both for patach, both for kamatz. I hope that that will be the answer for it.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
Good.
for
Thank you for the question.
for shelcha, it's kamocha.
Kamocha, it will be kamatz.
For shelach, we don't have any kamatz, so
Correct.
we read it shelach.
Shelach.
Okay. So
Okay.
it indicates
Correct.
the sound
Correct.
Okay.
Right.
So and the last one.
Yes, last but not least.
Not least. So gam batov, gam bara.
Yeah, that is relatively easy.
It's relatively easy. בוא נעבור על זה.
Self-explanatory.
גam batov. Gam, we know. Batov, batov.
Gam batov vegam bara. What we are able to see here once again, okay, we have here 4 words, right to left, it will be gam, batov, vegam bara. Okay, gam is also, we already studied it, batov in good, okay, tov is good, vegam and also, okay, bara in bed. Ra, we already studied it when we studied the letter resh. Okay, who
So when
recalls?
did we learn about tov? We learned boker tov.
Boker tov.
Erev
Good morning.
tov.
Erev tov.
Laila
Laila
tov.
tov. And the
Everything
rest,
is
no
tov.
need to use it.
Okay, let's go back to the whole part of the song.
Okay,
Read it again.
you are talking about the song and surprises today. That is interesting. My friend Sergey all the time gives some surprises.
Okay, before we move to our surprise, we read it again. ואהבת לרעך כמוך, Ernest.
Okay, כלל הכי חשוב בתורה.
Again, ואהבת לרעך כמוך.
כלל הכי חשוב בתורה.
Yeah, I expected the last one. However, ואהבת לרעך כמוך.
גם בטוב וגם ברע.
Okay. חברים יקרים, my dear friends, and here is our surprise.
Okay.
Now we're going to sing the song, but together. Okay? In order to do that, okay, take your instrument, please, my dear friend. So, did you bring it or not?
But you mean the hammer or the sword?
I don't know, so I just reminded you. Just search in the corner. What is that? Yes.
Have a look on it. What a surprise he prepared for me. Unbelievable.
Okay.
How we are going to use it?
Brought something.
In this way or in this way?
I don't know. So you are a specialist.
A specialist.
Okay, but I brought this one.
He tries to convince us that I'm a specialist also.
I know how to use this one. So please.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
We are going to have our friend Clarence. Okay, from your
Yeah, Clarence will join us. Okay, Clarence, are you
I'm not
okay?
really playing, just to be clear for you.
But we don't see you, Clarence. Let's move like this. Okay.
Okay,
in order to make it easy, are we ready? Okay, it's a very unusual lesson today.
Yeah.
It's very unusual.
Like a joke from everything as usual.
Zenia, can you show the picture, the words? I think you've seen the orchestra, right?
Oh, yes. What such an orchestra?
Now we're going to help you with words, and we're going to start.
כמוך, גם בטוב וגם ברע. ואהבת לרעך כמוך, כלל הכי חשוב בתורה. ואהבת לרעך כמוך, גם בטוב וגם ברע.
Once again.
כלל הכי חשוב בתורה, ואהבת לרעך כמוך, גם בטוב וגם ברע. As I mentioned to you, yes, my friend, all the time make jokes from everything and everybody.
That was wonderful. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. I hope that your performance will be a bit better than ours, but you know it. We have to start somewhere. It's correct. Okay. But you're laughing at us. It's part of the team.
Unbelievable. I think we heard you. Okay, that was great today. So, the last sentence we should say it before we started singing. Lifnei shenesayem nashir yachad shir. What does it mean?
Okay, before we are going to finish, we are going to sing a song together.
Yeah, we already did it. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. And we'll see you.
Now we're going to hear the original one.
Original one. And definitely better performance than ours. Okay, but you know, keep the intention. That is, thank you very much for being with us. And we will see you next week. Last lesson number 10.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank
All
you.
the best.
Goodbye, my friend.